How about joining us for 1.5 million a year?
Huh?
I mean, whether he accepts the offer or not, it's entirely up to him.
But are we really talking about Sato here?
My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm scheduled to be transferred overseas for my company's dental industry project in Sweden.
Hey Sato, how's the progress on yesterday's documents?
I'm just doing the final check on them now.
The big day is almost here. I heard our client is a top-notch CEO. We'll be fine, there's nothing to worry about.
Seems like our manager, Mr. Tamura, is pretty confident though.
Let's all work together and make this project a success. It's all in your hands.
All this pressure is too much to handle.
What's up? Don't let the pressure get to you, no matter who the client is.
Nah, I'm fine. Just a bit nervous.
It's only natural to be nervous, but you'll be fine. Just do what you always do.
You're right. I'll give it my all again this time. I'm honestly super nervous about this overseas business meeting, especially since the client is well known in the industry. But there's no way I could let my colleagues down.
Your presentation was fascinating, Mr. Sato. The idea of using new materials for implants is truly one of a kind.
Thank you very much. I must admit that I still have a lot to improve on though.
Actually, I've been following trends in the Japanese dental industry and had high hopes for young talents like you. I've reviewed your past presentation materials multiple times. I was particularly impressed by your use of biomimetics. I saw your presentation on the future of dental care at your company's internal meeting 2 years ago, and I was deeply impressed by your insight.
Seriously? That's very kind of you to say.
Ever since then, I've been hoping we could work together someday. So, with that said, how about joining us for 1.5 million a year?
Huh? You must be joking, Miss Noah.
I mean, whether he accepts the offer or not, it's entirely up to him. There's nothing for us to be worried about.
But are we really talking about Sato here?
We've already started hiring new employees, so there's no need to worry. Surely there isn't any work that you two can't handle on your own, right?
Of course, Mr. Tamura.
You know we're pretty skilled at presentations too, right?
Even without Sato, we'll manage to cover for him.
That's right. I'm counting on you both.
I wanted to test my own abilities, so I decided to accept President Noah's offer. A few days later, thank you for all your support, Mr. Tamura. I'm also grateful for this new opportunity. My experiences here have truly shaped who I am today.
I understand. I respect your decision. Go forth and soar even higher on this new path.
I can't believe I'm able to experience cutting-edge dental care in Sweden. It feels like a dream come true. 1 month later.
Haha, Sato may be gone, but a new project has begun. Let's do our best to succeed. No, we must succeed. With Sato gone, I'm the only one who can fill the gap in this company.
You're unusually fired up today, huh, Mr. Tamura? Oh well, it's our first project since Sato left after all.
Let's handle this just like we always do.
Yeah, the fate of our entire company depends on the results of this project. If you need any help, don't hesitate to ask me. Now that Sato's gone, it's time for all of you to prove yourselves. Trust me and follow my lead.
Yes, I'll do my best.
Leave it to me.
And so, the new project began. But
Don't you think it would have been better to incorporate the previous idea, Tamura?
Yeah, it was Sato's idea, but it feels a bit rigid, doesn't it?
If we continue like this, it's obvious we'll end up wasting too much time and money. Maybe we should try approaching it from a slightly different angle.
It's fine. If we work together, we can finish this in time. I'm counting on you.
Huh? What about you, Tamura?
Tamura has other projects too, so we'll have to handle this ourselves.
I guess we have no choice. Let's just do our best.
Yeah, let's do our best. This will be a race against time.
a few days later. We're extremely disappointed with your work on this project, so we've decided to cancel the contract.
What? Could you tell us why?
Your previous project was incredibly impressive, especially Sato's innovative ideas. However, This time, we couldn't sense the same level of originality. Who was in charge? Has Sato been replaced?
Well, about Sato,
If an opportunity to work together again arises, we'd be delighted to work with you. Goodbye for now.
how could this happen? What went wrong with the proposal?
Maybe things would have gone better if Sato had been here after all.
Now that I think about it, Sato's ideas were truly impressive. I thought it was all thanks to Tamura. But maybe we didn't recognize how effective Sato's efforts were.
That's not how Tamura explained it. I guess we were mistaken.
It's a shame we only realized this after he left.
What's the next step, Tamura?
We have no other choice.
1 week later,
Your ideas are fantastic, Sato. I'm sure it'll lead to great results. Talents like yours will help our company grow.
no, I'm really not that special.
Please keep coming up with fresh ideas. You're inspiring everyone around you.
Thank you. I feel truly motivated working here, where I can freely share my ideas. At my previous company, they emphasized unity so much that I hesitated to share my own ideas. But here, I've met people who truly value my thoughts.
It's also a leader's job to bring out individual talents. I'm confident that your skills will help our company grow even more.
This is a workplace where we can all grow together. I want to contribute even more. I'm really glad I joined your company, Noah. I never imagined working somewhere where my opinions would be valued this much. They participated in an international project and achieved remarkable results. During the presentation, Keiichi confidently presented ideas, captivating the audience while other company representatives appeared nervous. 1 month later, we truly appreciate your team's contributions, Sato. This project's success was all thanks to you. Our success was only possible due to the efforts of the entire team. Honestly, without Noah's advice, it wouldn't have gone so smoothly.
Your leadership and the team's dedication made it possible. This project is a significant step forward for our company. Sato, could I have a moment to speak with you?
Of course.
Actually, I'd like to appoint you as the head of our global division. With your skills and leadership, I'm sure you'll achieve great success in the global market.
Head of the global division? I'm honored, but I feel I'm still inexperienced.
I believe in your abilities. You have the courage to take on new challenges. I'm sure you'll become a fantastic leader.
All right, I'll trust myself and give it my best. The next day. Huh? Tamura, long time no see.
Sato, it's been a while. Honestly, things have been tough since you left. It's been a mess.
He really seems to have lost his energy. Thank you for your hard work. Did something happen?
Actually, ever since you left, projects have been failing one after another. We've even lost international clients. The company's in a critical situation.
How are the employees handling it?
They're just waiting for my instructions. Nobody thinks for themselves anymore. And the energy is gone. Sato, please, would you consider coming back to our company?
I appreciate the offer, Tamura, but I feel there are things I can only achieve here.
Did you know? Sato has achieved remarkable results at our company. His talent is invaluable to us. Wouldn't your employees also benefit from someone with his creativity and initiative? It's too late for regrets now. His heart is already elsewhere.
The salary will be higher than before.
Are you suggesting that your pay is more than the 1.5 million we're offering?
Of course.
It's $1.5 million, you know.
What? $1.5 million? No way, I thought you meant 1.5 million yen.
Well, the salary isn't the point. I want to work here. I have no intention of returning.
So you really won't come back? But we have a major dental show next month where we're launching a new product. It's a collaboration with your company. I can trust you'll handle it well, right?
Yes, rest assured.
We're already working on it. Let's both strive to deliver a great product.
Our company provides an environment where individual talents can flourish and grow together. If your employees seek the same environment, our doors are always open.
Indeed, your company's philosophy is admirable. I will reconsider my own approach.
Tamura-san, I hope you find a new path ahead.
I'm honestly worried about where our company is heading now. Now, everyone, it's time to introduce our latest product. This product is...
Excuse me, we're having a bit of trouble.
Calm down. Please give us a moment.
Apologies for the delay. Now, our very own Keiichi Sato will introduce our latest product.
Thank you very much for visiting our booth today, despite your busy schedules. Its compact head makes it easy to reach back teeth, reducing missed spots. It features unique sensing technology.
How long does this product last?
Thank you for your question. With regular use, it will last for several years. We've carefully designed this product to protect your teeth down to the finest detail.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Also, the brush heads can be replaced regularly to ensure a consistently clean brushing experience.
How is it different from other products?
Compared to other electric toothbrushes, our product has a more powerful motor, making it more efficient in removing plaque in a shorter time. Additionally, you can choose from a variety of brush heads, tailored to your dental needs. Most importantly, this product embodies the passion and dedication of our entire team.
I can feel the passion behind this product. I'd love to try it out.
Why? Why does he look so confident?
As you can see, our product is a groundbreaking innovation for the future of dental care.
The presentations have wrapped up.
Among today's presentations, Mr. Keiichi Sato stood out the most. His passion and deep understanding of the product truly moved us. His sincere attitude towards the customers was particularly impressive.
I owe this award to my team. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'm especially grateful to Noah for believing in me.
Wow, Sato really saved us this time. For a while, I was seriously worried how things would turn out.
If we had listened to his ideas more back then, we might have created something just as amazing together. Sato looked like a completely different person during the presentation. I never imagined a workplace where his skills would shine this much. We should learn from him too.
Tamura, we have to admit it. Sato is the real deal.
Yeah, I admit defeat. Sato's talent is the real thing.
Later, Tamura's failures became a major issue in the company, and he was removed from his position as project leader.
If only I had recognized Sato's talent back then, maybe I could have shared in his success. My time is over. Maybe it's time to start letting the younger generation make decisions around here.
I can only hope this company changes for the better moving forward.
You did an amazing job on this project, Sato. Thanks to you, our company can now make its mark on the world.
Thank you very much. Honestly, I never imagined I'd be entrusted with such a major project.
But you never fail to surprise me.
I've come this far because of you, Noah. I'm truly grateful for all of your help.
No need for gratitude. I'd be happy to have you continue working by my side.
Of course, I'd be honored.
The outstanding employees have told me they want to follow me, so I'm going to go independent.
Sorry about that.
I understand. If the two of you want to do that, I won't stop you. You tricked me, didn't you? Huh? What are you talking about? My name is Keiichi Sato. After studying business abroad, I opened a cafe called Doki Doki with my classmates and juniors who are university students. Keiichi, the bread for lunch is ready! Thanks, Aya. Your bread is especially excellent, so I can serve it to our customers with confidence. Flattery won't get you anything, you know. I trust your cooking that much, and I think the business will be stable going forward. I see. If Keiichi, who's knowledgeable about business, says it'll be stable, then I guess we can rest assured. Well, I was talking about it. A few months later. Huh? Closing the shop? What are you talking about, Keiichi?
Yes, exactly. Even though the business is on track. And I thought we could continue running the shop together. Why are you closing it?
I understand how everyone feels, but from a business perspective, I think we're gonna hit a big wall in the future. What do you mean? The current selling point of our shop is the concept of a cafe run by university students, right? You and I are about to graduate from university soon. When that happens, we'll lose the university student brand. Then why not just continue managing the business as working adults? Running a business with only family and close friends won't work in society. Even if we continue to run the business as is, it's clear that customers will decrease and the shop will decline.
I see. When you put it that way, it might be true.
Huh? Ogawa, are you on Keiichi's side too? No matter what Keiichi says, I'll continue to run the cafe. It looks like we'll have no choice but to part ways here. Since I have outstanding employees who want to follow me, I'm going to go independent.
I'll follow Onizawa-kun as well. Sorry about that.
I understand. If the two of you want to do that, I won't stop you. 3 months later, Onizawa and Mika went independent with a new cafe called Sai. It seems the other employees had strong feelings for Doki Doki, so they followed Onizawa, leaving me alone. And on the last day of operations... So, this is the end of the cafe that I ran alone.
Excuse me? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I was just about to close the shop, so I'm sorry.
I heard today is the last day of business. Such a wonderful shop. Why are you closing it?
There are some circumstances and so on.
I see. Then, I'd like to make a suggestion.
2 months later. Hello, this is Keiichi.
You tricked me! I trusted you and opened a new cafe, but...
Huh? What are you talking about?
Anyway, I want to meet and talk. Please make time for me.
That's fine, but... The next day. You've always praised Mika and the other employees as talented and invaluable to the cafe. I thought they would do well at the new cafe, but in terms of management, they're like complete novices, and they're incredibly sloppy with food and equipment cost management.
Sales have dropped drastically compared to when I was running Doki Doki.
I did pass on some of the management know-how, but most of it was handled by me, and I gave directions to the employees. They didn't have the ability to handle everything perfectly on their own.
Were you anticipating this situation?
Since it was a joint management, you should have had some management knowledge too, right? You couldn't do it either?
I entrusted it to you because I knew you had the knowledge. And I'm not the type to give directions to others. I thought Mika would listen in detail.
I tried to imitate Keiichi, but it didn't work.
Then that's a huge misunderstanding.
Damn it.
Is your cafe not doing well?
I heard Mika's father is a top consultant at a consulting firm, and you said he'd be able to help with the shop. But the consulting fees are quite high, and we simply couldn't afford them. We were deceived by you.
No, how is that deception? I did say that help might be available, but I never said it would be free.
You'd think that if it was your daughter working at the cafe, she might get free support. My dad is quite strict in unexpected ways.
He's a consultant for a living, after all. It's not like he'd just freely share his business know-how.
Ugh, that's true.
But didn't I save up money to cover the consulting fees? Couldn't you use that money to solve the problem?
Well...
It sounds like there's something going on. What's the issue?
We decided to get high-end equipment to renovate the shop, and used the saved money for that.
Huh? You ended up spending all the saved money?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I thought high-end equipment would broaden our cooking options. And it looks better too.
When you get high-end equipment, It seems like you have some sort of backing or investment. The homemade university student cafe vibe that you and the others were trying to carry over from Doki Doki gets lost, and it could damage the brand image.
So, what we've done...
From a branding perspective, it could have a negative impact.
What?
No way!
Going forward, I think it's better to consider the brand image of your own cafe and manage it accordingly. Be careful from now on.
How dare you speak so arrogantly? What about you? What are you doing now that Doki Doki is closed?
I was introduced to a property by someone. I've been self-studying how to run a local, homey type of shop, and I'm now managing a small eatery. I'm also working as a consultant on the side, so it's like wearing two hats.
No way Keiichi has those kinds of abilities.
Well, considering your business skills, it might actually be possible. In the end, it means you helped us too.
Ugh! It's so frustrating.
A few days later,
Onizawa-kun, I have good news. I cried to my father saying the current management wasn't working, and he agreed to give us some advice on managing the shop for a lower fee.
Really?
Even putting aside the fact that you're Mika's boyfriend, I've heard from Mika that your bread is absolutely excellent. How about transforming into a cafe specialized in bread?
Specializing in bread? That might be a good idea.
Thus Aya, with the help of Mika's father and his acquaintances, achieved great success by focusing on high-end bread.
This could really work, and it looks like it will grow into a top-notch shop with multiple locations.
I'm so glad I relied on my dad.
Yes, thank you, Mika.
However, a few months later...
Onizawa-kun.
Toshio-san. We've just finished baking the new product bread. Would you like to try it?
That's not the issue right now. Something terrible has happened.
What's wrong?
The global situation has changed dramatically. The price of wheat is going up.
What?
What?
A year later...
Keiichi, it's been a while.
Aya, what's brought you here to the shop all of a sudden?
I wanted to see what kind of place you're running now.
So you're Mr. Onizawa, who used to manage the cafe with Keiichi. I've heard about you from Keiichi.
This is Yui Suzuki, the investor who encouraged me to take over this cafe.
It's a simple, homey place. It suits you. It seems like there are quite a few customers, and people coming out of the shop say it's cheap and delicious.
I see. Thank you. So, I can't believe you came just as a customer. What exactly are you plotting?
I came to ask you a favor. Would you consider coming back to our cafe?
Huh?
We realized that we need your business skills.
Sorry, Mr. Onizawa. Isn't it a bit selfish to try to bring Keiichi back? Just because you found success? I heard you left to start your own shop without even considering Keiichi's opinion.
With the recent global changes, the price of wheat has increased. Your shop, which specializes in high-end bread, is now facing severe difficulties, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. But I believe that if you came back, you could use your management skills to revitalize the current situation and improve our branding.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of returning to your cafe, Aya. The management and profits of this shop are stable now, so I have no desire to team up with you again.
I would also be troubled if this shop were to close.
Could you please reconsider? Mika's father has promised to provide solid support going forward.
Mika's father's not the type to offer strong support. I can't trust him.
What?
I made friends with a skilled consultant while studying business management, and I've heard no good things about Mika's father. He seems to only take on jobs that are already somewhat profitable.
But we managed to turn our cafe around thanks to Mika's father.
That was only temporary, though.
If he were truly skilled, he would have been able to respond quickly to the increase in wheat prices.
Well, that might be true, but...
And you probably have no intention of listening to anything I say, do you?
That's not true.
I advised you to stay close to the university. when you went independent because it's an essential spot in this area. But you were overconfident in your abilities and didn't listen to me, opening the shop far from the university. In the end, the method I proposed would have been stable and profitable, but ignoring it led to the current situation.
I didn't think you could foresee the future so accurately. Also, I thought my bread would be successful anywhere.
You're overconfident in your abilities, Aya. And don't you think continuing to employ university members as staff is enough? I've heard rumors that the employees at your shop don't have very good attitudes.
Yes, I want to take those concerns seriously and address them properly. As a co-manager, I'll listen to your opinions and cooperate. So I hope you'll come back and save everyone.
Enough of this! Doesn't that mean you want to leave the management and staff training to Keiichi while you stay in a safe and comfortable position? I can't work with someone like that.
That's not my intention at all.
No, you just want to rely on Keiichi. That's not true teamwork or partnership. It's a failure as a manager.
Yui-san.
Your remarks about Keiichi are extremely rude, so please leave. If you continue to insist on pulling Keiichi-san back as a manager, I won't allow it.
Wait a minute!
And so, Aya was kicked out of my shop.
Welcome back, Aya. How did the discussion with Keiichi go?
Well, he flatly refused.
I figured that would be the case.
Please, Mika, I want to request consulting services from Toshio-san again. Could you please ask him on my behalf?
Sorry, but that's not possible. I've realized that continuing with Aya is no longer feasible, and I've decided to follow my new boyfriend. See you!
No way! Wait a minute, Mika!
After losing his supporters, Aya closed his shop and began working as an ordinary office worker. However, lacking social experience, he seems to be constantly scolded. Mika switched to a new boyfriend and tried to help manage another shop, but faced a major failure. She now apparently has a huge amount of debt. Mika's father tried to establish himself as an independent consultant and ventured into various businesses, but he failed, and is now evading creditors along with Mika. As for me,
Keiichi-san, this month's sales have far exceeded our target.
this is all thanks to Yui-san for reaching out to me.
I always believed in Keiichi-san's management skills. As a manager and a person, Keiichi-san is someone I can trust.
Thank you very much. I will continue to do my best.
I'm the new president from now on. Your time will never come.
Hold it right there. If Keiichi isn't the new president, we're all quitting.
Thank you all for gathering. Unfortunately, my father has passed away. Oh, the former president was truly great. Yes, everyone admired him. Your father was an amazing president. Thank you all. It means a lot to know he was so respected. I'm sure my father would be pleased. From now on, I'll carry on my father's legacy and lead this company. And with that, a new era begins. Whoa! Huh? My name is Keiichi Sato. After my father passed away, I was supposed to take over as the new president starting today. Hey, wait a minute. What's going on here? Why are you talking like a pirate? No. The executive simply decided that I would take over the company, not you, Keiichi. No. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it at all.
Hold it right there. Yeah, we heard yelling from outside, so we came to see what's going on. If Keiichi isn't the new president, we're all quitting.
Oh, it's just the secretaries. No matter what you think. This is a decision by the board. Do you know what company bylaws are? It states that if the majority of executives agree, they have the authority to appoint a new president.
That doesn't matter. We're saying we, the employees, won't accept it.
I'm telling you, that's just an emotional argument.
So you're just ignoring the employees' voices?
Don't make it sound like you're speaking for all employees. If every single employee truly wishes for it, then I'll gladly hand over my position.
I'll make you eat your words.
Wait, what the hell is this? Keiichi, new president, what is going on here?
What's going on? It's just our feelings displayed for everyone to see.
Hey, Keiichi's here.
It's true. Congratulations on becoming the new president, Keiichi. But why the long face? What's happening, Nagisa? To put it simply, Keiichi isn't going to be the new president. Someone else will. What? But if that's the case, then who's going to be the new president? Well, that would be... Huh? What's going on? Please explain. Yes, please provide us with a reason that all of us employees can accept. And don't forget what you said earlier. Spit it out.
Just kidding. It was a joke. Surprise. Of course, Keiichi is the new president. There's no way I'd betray the memory of the former president like that.
Is that so? You're saying something completely different from before. You said it was a joke earlier, so there's no issue with Keiichi being the new president, right?
Yes, of course. There's no problem at all. Keiichi, to help you out, I went ahead and hired a large number of new employees. What? What is this? I haven't heard anything about this. No, the president has more important tasks to focus on. So I handled it for you. Did Nagisa and the others know about this?
We had no idea.
You can't just make such important decisions for the company without consulting anyone. With a company our size, this many new hires? We don't even have a proper training system in place. Oh, come on. I was just trying to help. I'll be more careful next time. Well, that's that. Wait. What am I supposed to do now?
But canceling job offers would be unfair to the students.
Yeah, let's speed things up and get this sorted. A few months later. By now, the new hires I brought in should have joined and finished their training. We don't have the system or facilities to train that many people, so they might be feeling frustrated. Well, as a senior, I should step in and ease some of their worries. Hey, you guys! It must be tough. I brought some treats for you. What's with these looks? Whatever, it's all part of the plan. Look! It's cute Tokide Manju!
Thank you.
Is this what they mean by today's young people? I can't figure out what they're thinking at all. Well, anyway, with things looking like this, Keiichi must be struggling too. Hey, everyone! We're having a pizza party after work today. Yeah! What's going on here? My Tokide Manju are shoved in the corner. Hey, what's happening? I took my eyes off for a few months, and now my lovely juniors are...
Keiichi made time during his busy schedule to bring snacks to the new hires once a week. So yeah, just go on and get out of here. We're busy preparing for the event here.
A few days later.
Keiichi, do you have a moment? Actually.
Thanks, this is really something. Calling me out all of a sudden, Keiichi? I'm busy, you know. Oh, yeah, golf must be pretty demanding these days. Yes, I recently got a new driver. Wait, no! I meant work is busy. I have a reason for calling you in so urgently. Does this look familiar to you? Oh, that's from my relative's business. I handed them out to the new employees as a token of appreciation. Oh, about that. I got feedback that they weren't tasty and people didn't know what to do with them. No, I'm talking about what was inside them. Wait, not tasty? Yes. Those were made by my relatives. I see, but... Not tasty? Not at all.
So how do the executives feel about this now? The accounting department has been receiving frequent reports about personal expenses claimed by Yuji Saito. They had warned you several times, but recently, suspicious use of a corporate card was noticed.
Suspicious? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The charges were for dining expenses, but the amounts and dates are clearly unusual.
It could have been for a business meeting, right?
No, here, pre-approval is mandatory for business meetings. So even in that case, it's still clearly against the rules. Also, if it were a business meeting, you need to disclose the names and companies involved. Can you do that?
That's...
You can't, can you? Because it wasn't a business meeting. It was a fun night out with the executives at an exclusive venue.
Those guys, they've betrayed me.
That's not all. Yuji, Tokide Manju is made by a shop run by your relatives, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And where did the money for those manju dumplings come from?
Oh, come on. It was just manju. It's not that expensive.
Not really, since you bought boxes for every single employee. That's not a small amount at all, is it?
That's...
You're so stubborn. Just admit it already. You've been caught. Trying to gain support with money is one thing, but just as easy as it is to buy loyalty, it's just as easy to lose it. Your accomplices have already confessed to everything.
We executives have a responsibility to manage the hard-earned money that our employees make. Please, listen. I've been loyal. I've dedicated myself to this company until today. It was just a moment of weakness. No, I was doing it for Keiichi. No, for the young master's sake. I took on this role to unite the company's spirit, you see? Yuji, young master, you understand, right? No, honestly, someone truly loyal wouldn't betray others. You'll be taking full responsibility for this fiasco of yours. You also enjoyed yourselves with the company's money, didn't you? After that, Yuji and the other executives were all dismissed with disciplinary action. Naturally, those employees had no chance of finding new jobs. And with their habit of splurging, even to the point of embezzling company funds, they had no savings left, leading to a very difficult life. And as for us...
Then let's do this, right? Congratulations on becoming the new president, Keiichi.
Thank you.
Looks like you're finally settling into the role. I'd say so too. Before you were mainly kind, but now you're really reliable too.
It's all thanks to everyone.
By the way, Keiichi, who are you planning to date?
What?
Everyone in the company is buzzing about who the future Mrs. President might be.
Well, that's... We'll talk about that another time.
You've already finished the input? Wow, you are really outstanding.
I'll take care of it on my own. My name is Keiichi Sato. I've been working at Tokimeki Systems, which deal with security systems, as sales for the past 4 years. However, Mr. Takei, thank you for everything. Sato, keep up your hard work since you are moving to the 3rd floor. I guess I'll head to the General Affairs Department now. General Affairs is in the corner of this floor. I was transferred at an unusual time of the year.
You've already finished the input? Wow, you are really outstanding.
Thank you. Wow, I'm really appreciated.
I'm so glad that he is here. I really didn't know what to do when they decided that this department is doing the year-end tax adjustments. We really didn't understand it, even with the training I had together with Yui. We were so worried, right, Noah? We were saved by Mr. Sato. How do you know so much about the tax adjustments?
When I was in college, I took exams for the bookkeeping qualifications, and I got along with the teacher. She taught me all the practical tips about general affairs.
Bookkeeping qualification? Are you qualified for the 3rd grade of bookkeeping?
No, the 1st grade.
1st grade?
Amazing! First grade of bookkeeping is so difficult to achieve. You are? Oh, I'm Nakajima from Human Resources. Our seats are not that close from General Affairs, but we're still on the same floor. Nice to meet you, Sato. We are counting on you.
Mr. Nakajima, how's the year-end tax adjustments going?
It's going very smoothly. Though I thought that General Affairs was going to have a hard time as it was such a sudden decision.
Yes, it's in the folder for each department.
Okay, so this is Sato's. How is his evaluation? What? I thought the person who evaluated this was...
Haha, we've gathered many promising salesperson with personnel replacements. I'm sure that we will achieve our goals.
Excuse me, Mr. Takei. I would like to talk to you.
What is it, Maeda? You sound out of breath.
Someone is coming.
Sato! Oh, Mr. Takei.
Are you here for a change of address?
No, well... Haha, I was wondering how Sato was doing. Actually, one of the sales positions fell vacant and I was about to start recruiting.
Okay.
How about it, Sato? Is your engine up and running now?
Engine? What are you talking about?
Engine in your heart, of course. You've had it stopped for quite a long time, haven't you? So I thought it was about time the green light turned on with you being at the General Affairs desk. That's what I'm talking about.
What are you saying?
Mr. Takei, are you telling me that you want me back in the sales department? Why are you asking me? You should be the one deciding. So, do you want to come back to sales or not?
Okay then. I would like to stay here at General Affairs.
What?
Mr. Sato, really?
Yes, it feels rewarding to be here.
You wouldn't feel the fulfillment you felt in sales here with all the desk work, would you?
No, it's very fulfilling. I have always been better at office work than sales. So I feel that I'm being very useful for the first time since I joined this company. I worked hard at sales, but the results were not as good as I hoped. Now I'm very happy that I got transferred to General Affairs.
Mr. Sato is not just helping General Affairs, but everybody on this floor. He is also helping accounting and human resources, and is very appreciated. Yes, we need Mr. Sato here in General Affairs.
What? So you are not having difficulties?
Mr. Takei, Sato.
Oh, hi, Mr. Maeda.
Mr. Takei, are you asking for Sato's help? Thank you.
I haven't been asked for anything so far.
Huh? I've told Mr. Takei that we need Sato's help. My experience in sales is not going well with Sato's clients.
Sato, you were helping jobs of other departments other than General Affairs. How about giving a hand with the sales as well?
I will do whatever necessary for the handoff of the job, but...
No, I'm asking if you can come back to sales temporarily.
Back to sales? I just got transferred here.
Listen, Sato, we can't lose any clients right now. It would be a huge loss for Tokimeki Systems. I wouldn't be able to report it to the president.
I thought your evaluation of me was very bad.
That's that. This is a whole different story. You heard the president telling us the company update, didn't you? We are planning to expand our business.
Mr. Sato, it seems like Mr. Takei is being very selfish.
Yeah, but I can't do anything that would be disadvantageous to the company. Okay, please let the HR know as soon as possible and...
Oh, that's not necessary. You can work as sales at the present position in General Affairs.
Huh? Working as sales is a job for the people in the sales department. Are you not going to report it to HR?
Why would I need to report it?
Because it's against the regulations.
Is it more important than sales?
Please don't change the subject. You just need to report it properly.
If you make a big deal out of it, the motivation might drop as a whole, considering the company's profit.
Oh, no, I think you are obviously mistaken, so please consult us immediately.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Nakajima from Human Resources.
Human Resources? Why, I thought you were on lunch break.
Yes, many of the employees are not present now as if you aimed for it. But I'm on duty during lunch break, and I've been listening to the details via extension line.
The details? Extension line? What are you talking about?
I have been connecting the extension line, putting you on speaker.
What?
You know, this line has audio recording. The conversation is perfectly recorded, so we can listen to it at any time.
Thank you, Miss Yui. And Mr. Takei, it's no good going against the employment regulations.
The employment regulations?
Yes, it's stated that we should not neglect our duty to share information. The positions of employees are necessary information to HR. Please follow the regulations. I will report back to you about what you have consulted us.
Oh, yes, of course. Ha ha ha.
And that's what I heard from the executive director. It's very disappointing to hear you try to go against the regulations.
Telling every detail about it like a telephone game?
So, Mr. Takei, is the sales going to be lower than expected?
No, we are not willing to lose any of our clients.
Sato, is it? You transferred him to General Affairs, but I heard you were going to call him back to sales. Just please manage your subordinates carefully.
Excuse me, Mr. Abe?
Yes. He was one of my colleagues when I was working at the large equipment manufacturer before I started this business. He had been very successful at sales, and I asked him to join us expecting a lot from him. But that was 15 years ago.
And so, as you can see, we are very confident to offer you this security system.
I thought Mr. Takei is...
Yes, here you are.
Did you bring the detailed documents? As expected, I would like to talk to Mr. Sato before we make a contract.
We need to fulfill the requirement to bring Sato with us. Let's go to the General Affairs Department as soon as we get back to the office.
It's mortifying, but I guess we can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. If I don't achieve the results, there is no meaning in joining this company.
A week later, I attended the meeting at Day's construction company with them. Miss Nagisa, pleased to see you.
Huh? Wait a minute. Sato, do you know her?
Oh, yes, Miss Nagisa is. She was my teacher for bookkeeping in college. Miss Nagisa always taught me well with great care.
I had high hopes for you, because you were always plugging away studying. You have grown splendidly.
Oh? Ha ha ha. Well, I am very sorry that I didn't know about this. Why didn't you tell me earlier, Sato? You're going against the regulations as well.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, you kept very important information from me. Miss Nagisa, we are so sorry. It's true the person in charge has changed, but even though we are not acquainted from before, we will take care of you with great care. So please don't worry about anything.
I think you are the one who is mistaken.
What?
It is true that Mr. Sato and I are old friends. However, that is not the reason to consider about the contract. I was convinced with his presentation, so I wanted to discuss in detail. If you cannot present me with the details that will convince me today, we are not going to proceed with business, even with Mr. Sato here.
Of course, Miss Nagisa. What would you like to know?
It's about page 28 of the documents I received from Mr. Maida. The numbers of the implementation cost simulation of the security system is different from that of Mr. Sato's documents.
Hold on. We've verified the data, but the numbers on Sato's documents are wrong.
Is that true? From my calculation, the numbers match Mr. Sato's data. That's why I thought I could trust in your company. If you are answering me without much consideration, I just don't feel comfortable.
Sato, you should have something to say about this.
Please wait a minute. What I presented was the supplementary material on which I calculated the electricity costs for the telecommunication equipment, in addition to the security system itself.
What? Why didn't you share this information?
I had approval to make this material. It was before Mr. Takei became chief of sales. And I have shared the information. I already told you about this.
What Mr. Sato has presented is something that is not usually included in the calculation. He intentionally told me about these disadvantageous numbers. This may be unskillful for a salesperson, but for me, it revealed the fact that the product is very good in quality. Above all, I thought I can test Mr. Sato. That's the reason for the decision to make contract. However, if I were not to receive sincere answers from you, the moment he is off this deal, I cannot help but to reconsider about the contract.
Wait, please. There definitely will not be any mistakes like this from now on. If you prefer Sato as the person in charge, he will be in charge continuously. Please, Miss Nagisa.
I am not making a decision out of your enthusiasm. What do you say, Mr. Sato? Is what Mr. Takei saying going to happen?
Well, no. However, one thing that is certain is that this security system's biggest advantage is the continuous updates. That's why we need to meet all of the expectations of our clients, no matter who is in charge. We established a stable system for updates. We will continue to strengthen the alignments. So would you please consider again about our contract?
Is this the truth?
Yes, I will definitely make the handoff carefully and properly, just like when you taught me bookkeeping.
Okay. Instead of an insincere promise to be the person in charge forever, this is a much more fundamental approach to the problem. Let's continue on with the business consideration. Mr. Maida, I will be expecting a more sincere support from now on.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Phew.
By the way, is there a reason why Mr. Sato left the position?
Oh, well,
He isn't leaving the company, is he? Was he promoted?
I'm now in General Affairs Department.
General Affairs?
Yes, I try to make progress wherever I'm at.
You were good at office work back then, too. Mr. Sato, welcome back. How was the contract?
They are considering to move forward with the contract.
Oh, so good to hear.
So, Sato, I need you to make the documents for the handoff as soon as possible. When you are done with that, you can finally spend the rest of your life at General Affairs as you desired.
I'm not going to let that pass, Mr. Takei.
Huh? President?
We conduct an intention survey to all the employees once every year.
It's just a figure of speech, sir. Anyways, the contract with Day's construction company is going well. It couldn't have been done without me being there, just as I suspected.
Oh, I've already heard about it from Miss Nagisa.
What? Miss Nagisa?
I was acquainted with her recently at a seminar. According to her, she would like to have someone honest and sincere like Sato to be the person in charge.
What? As a matter of fact, this all happened due to the lack of smooth handoff from Sato.
Ugh. Wait a minute, please. The handover period was only a week. I heard that Mr. Sato was scrambling until the last minute because of the untimely transfer.
Mr. Sato, you must be well liked in the General Affairs Department.
Huh?
It's not just the General Affairs Department. I've heard good things about you from departments all over the place. I have high expectations for you in the future.
Thank you very much.
But as for you, I thought you would do much better. I'm very disappointed.
What? There may have been a slip-up, but it's such a minor mistake.
Please, have a look through this.
What is this? Letter of apology? Why? And why are there 2 copies?
One is for not reporting to the human resources. The other one is for not taking the performance appraisal seriously.
Performance appraisal?
The appraisal form for the sales department prepared by Mr. Takei was inadequate in terms of content.
Oh, hi, Mr. Nakajima.
Mr. Takei was evaluating employees based solely on his prejudiced ideas. The checklist was not reflected in the form, and it lacked in objectivity and fairness.
It came into light when Mr. Sato came to this floor.
Could it be that Mr. Sato was transferred at this unusual time of the year because...
Mr. Takei, what on earth did you write about? This is a business matter that concerns the future of the company and its employees.
The fact that a manager cannot properly evaluate their employees is something that cannot be overlooked.
And he has received disciplinary actions repeatedly.
I am sorry, but I have doubts about entrusting you with an important position.
No, wait a minute. What about the board position you said you'd consider when I joined this company?
You're worried about your post under these circumstances?
Of course I do. It's very important for me. If I don't get the post, there was no point in leaving the previous company. The reason I offered Sato's transfer was to bring better results, though it didn't work out as I had hoped. I was thinking about the ways to benefit the company too. Don't you think so, Abe? Aren't we friends?
Well, we were friends. However, you can't deny the fact that you went against the regulations. If you're looking for a post, you'd better look for a place that suits your outstanding self.
Ah, Mr. Takei, you thought so lightly of everyone's treatment, but I can't believe you became so mournful about it when it's about your own. I'm pretty sure you should reflect on that. Thus, Mr. Takei received a pay cut, and losing his post, he voluntarily resigned from the company. He's looking for a job, but seems like he's having a hard time finding any leads. And as for myself...
In celebrating Mr. Sato's promotion and...
Cheers! I'm blessed with great colleagues and am working very hard every day.
You're the newbie, right? Nice to meet you. Oh, and by the way, could you go and pick up some bentos for the meeting? Thanks in advance. Huh? This isn't the kind of bentos I was expecting. These are for the directors and managers. Why didn't you get something better?
Well, wait. Why is the executive director here for lunch?
Wait, what? Executive?
Hey, I'm Keiichi Sato. I'm back at Tokimeki Corporation HQ after spending 5 years at the Kansai branch. Today is my first day back, and I was excited to start work. However...
You're the newbie, right? Nice to meet you. By the way, do you know any good bento shops nearby?
Yes. I know a place with delicious bentos.
Great! I need you to get lunch for the managers' meeting. Please bring it to conference room 1. Thanks!
Understood. I'm going to get some delicious bentos. But I wonder if everyone knows about this. It's my first day back, and they're already asking me to get some bentos. Somewhat suddenly, too. It seems like they hadn't placed any orders, despite needing multiple bentos for the meeting. Since these bentos are supposed to be for the directors and managers... Ah, this one looks good. Excuse me, I'll take these, please.
Huh? This isn't the kind of bentos I was expecting. These are for the directors and managers. Why didn't you get something better?
Yes, but I believe they'll enjoy these.
Oh, this is Tokimeki's special bento. I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to try that. Good choice. Did you pick it out?
The newbie brought it in. Nice choice. You're better than I thought.
Thank you. Well, wait. Why is the executive director here for lunch?
Oh, Mr. Keiichi. Wait. Suzuki, you had the executive director go get our lunch? What's going on here?
Well, this is...
What? He was an executive? Oh no!
I'm so sorry. Haha, you didn't know who I was, did you?
You need to at least remember who the executives of this company are.
I'm so sorry.
I just got here today, so it's understandable. I'm not bothered by it, so please don't worry about it.
Okay.
Thank you. I thought it would be a nice idea to prepare lunch for the executives.
It was a lovely idea.
But maybe you could be more thoughtful about preparing things and how to ask for things. It feels a little unfair to suddenly ask someone to grab lunch last minute, right before the meeting. We were lucky it worked out this time, but without placing an order beforehand, you might not be able to get the right number. Not to mention, some people might have had their own lunches prepared. So yeah, I think you could have thought this through a little more. Asking someone to do this so suddenly, out of nowhere, seems a little bit too much. Yes.
You're completely right. I'll make sure this doesn't happen again.
Yes. Mr. Suzuki, I have been assigned by the president.
to oversee the revitalization of the corporate planning department in an executive role. Today, I will be observing the office operations, so please proceed with regular tasks. Understood. Eikawa, I want to create a plan to improve our company's situation.
What do you mean by improve?
You got it right? I'm busy. Get started right away.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if that request was good enough.
BK, what's up with these documents?
This is nothing like I imagined.
You just told me to keep it organized.
Maybe you didn't listen to my instructions carefully. This looks... well, there's too much empty space and it feels like it's lackey.
Yes.
I think this is a well-prepared document that clearly summarizes the key points. May I join you for lunch?
Oh, Mr. Keiichi, of course.
By the way, is the corporate planning department always like this?
Oh, are you talking about my dad, Suzuki? He gives out vague instructions without much details, and then criticizes the results submitted by his subordinates. The instructions are so vague that the staff are confused about what to do. And in the meanwhile, he shifts the blame onto them for not listening carefully.
Since when does he run things like this?
It's been like this since the previous executive director came into our office. It sucks, to be honest. He used to talk more with his subordinates.
The previous executive?
Yes, the former executive also gave very vague, unreasonable instructions to my father, Suzuki. As a result, when the president was unhappy with the performance, he blamed Suzuki. After those kind of things kept happening, my father became fed up with the unfair treatment.
So...
to avoid taking responsibility himself, he started giving his subordinates vague instructions, pushing the responsibility onto them.
So, in the end, he ended up adopting the same methods as the former executive director?
That's right. Later, the former executive was headhunted by another company, and so he left for a better position.
So that's why I was called in as the new executive? Well, apparently the former executive director screwed up big time at the new company and lost his position.
I'm glad he didn't mess up here. Plus, I'm glad that it was you who came to take his position.
Haha, I see. So that's how it was. If that's the case, I think there's still hope for the corporate planning department. Mr. Suzuki, you now work for me. And with that being said, I think bosses should give orders to their team, but also be responsible for what the team does when trying their best. So, in case your or someone else's good intentions lead to unfavorable results for the company, I'm prepared to handle the consequences.
But wait.
So, Mr. Keiichi, are you saying you're not gonna put any blame on Mr. Suzuki?
That's correct. So from now on, I will explain all the details thoroughly when giving you instructions, Mr. Suzuki. Don't worry, I'm not going to dump any impossible tasks on you. We'll talk things through beforehand and work on them together. Let's keep communicating clearly as we go along. That's fundamental to our work. When giving instructions to your team, Mr. Suzuki, please explain the details clearly and discuss whether it's feasible before moving forward. I believe you can do this.
If I explain everything from the start, it won't help those employees develop their problem-solving skills.
While it may seem reasonable at first, I have doubts. Let's discuss what we can anticipate from the start. Unforeseen problems might also arise. I propose we keep in touch regularly to examine any issues together. Basically, let's chat about everything we can right off the bat.
I see. You're right. You've really come a long way, Yui.
Just do your job like you used to, okay? No crazy demands allowed. Got it, Dad?
That's right. But can we really trust Mr. Keiichi?
I don't know, maybe he's just telling us what we want to hear now, but what if he screws us over later?
That's rude.
No, it's fine. You must have had it rough. Let me start by getting you to trust me, Mr. Suzuki. That way you will have less to worry about. Hopefully. Whenever we have any important work we need to get done, I will discuss the details with you first. Let's start from there.
That sounds perfectly fine. Also, I'm confident that I will be able to communicate clearly with my team from now on.
Great!
I expect that all of us in the department will take over responsibilities seriously and work with clear goals in mind.
I see. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
After that, hey Yui, about that report you made. It's just a bunch of numbers. You didn't explain what they mean. Please take this seriously.
Wait, what? Aikawa just told me to input the data, so I figured that's all I had to do.
Nah, come on. You seriously think you're done after just inputting the data?
Can you wait a moment?
It seems like the request might not have included all the necessary details.
On second thought, Yui probably should have asked for more info. Blindly entering data without knowing why is kind of bizarre.
You're right. I didn't explain things in detail.
Yeah, you got me there. I should have really thought about why we're punching in those numbers and double-checked everything.
Okay, neither of you seem to have bad intentions. That's a positive sign.
Yes, so you might think you've got it down. But let's touch base a couple more times, okay? That'll really lock in our shared understanding. So, for this kind of thing, you could just ask, hey, are numbers gonna cut it? Or, what's this stuff for anyway? Maybe throw in some extra details too. That way you'll probably come up with ideas like, oh, we could make this better by doing this, and end up with something way cooler. Yeah, I really messed that up.
That's great. Thanks to that, the corporate planning department is getting more energized.
That's true. We can also follow our PEAS rule,
which stands for Prepare, Explain, Ask, Share. Very important.
The department is improving. Work is becoming more fun. However, I think our department can do even more.
Yes, I believe there's more we can achieve.
Mr. Keiichi, please help us. We're expected to solve many unsolved issues in our department. We want the capability to live up to everyone's expectations.
Okay, let's see what we can do. My plan was to lead by example and teach the employees how to manage difficult work situations. From here on out, you'll learn various methods to approach difficult issues.
I wonder what methods we'll use. I'm excited.
Let's start with brainstorming. You've probably heard of it before. Some people call it brainsto for short. Brainstorming helps create new ideas. We don't criticize or evaluate any opinions, no matter how odd they might seem. We just keep sharing ideas and writing them down. Today, we're considering the hypothetical question, how can we boost the corporate planning department? Feel free to share any ideas that come to mind without too much deliberation.
Promote team cohesion within the workforce.
Decorate the office with flowers.
And moss balls too.
Great ideas. Keep them coming. Implement a flex time system.
How about fully remote work?
10 times the salary.
Whoa, that might be a bit much.
It's fine. We're not criticizing or evaluating, just keep it flowing.
Then how about free meals in the cafeteria?
Nice. More ideas, please. All right. We've had a lot of input. That wraps up the brainstorming session. There are definitely some promising ideas here. The next step is deciding how to handle these suggestions. How was it?
It was fun. We were able to come up with a lot of ideas while having a good time.
People tend to share more ideas when they're not being criticized, right?
This is definitely a method to use when we hit a wall.
Looks like I've got this bad habit of jumping to conclusions about what people say. Being an old pro and all, I figured I should probably watch out for that.
It's a good trend that ideas are flowing smoothly. When faced with issues we don't know how to solve, it's essential to make an effort to find solutions. In addition to brainstorming, forming project teams or groups to debate, consulting with peers or superiors and seeking collaboration can significantly broaden what we're capable of. Also, effective schedule management can be key to success. By anticipating what might happen, you can prepare in advance. With a well-laid plan, you can take various approaches with confidence. Conversely, failing to prepare can lead to hasty, unreasonable directives. This is quite common. Furthermore, if an ideal solution proves elusive, we may have to settle for a better option instead. Next time, let's try out a workshop we can do right in the meeting room. I'll be your facilitator for this one.
I'm looking forward to the next session.
And after that,
Mr. Suzuki, here is the management plan created by our internal project team.
This document is easy to understand.
we've gradually started to see various experiences that help solve issues being applied in practice. I can feel the corporate planning department leveling up. Above all, the employees in the corporate planning department have clear expressions on their faces.
I believe it's thanks to Mr. Keiichi's efforts that the corporate planning department has improved. Thank you.
Working with employees who had a natural inclination for self-improvement was fulfilling.
And
yes?
The growth of our strategic unit helped me build trust in you, Mr. Keiichi.
Dad! Finally!
That was quite rude of me.
No, I don't mind. You trust me now, right?
Yes, I do trust you.
How much do you trust me?
If anything, I'd say I trust you enough to let you marry Yui.
Huh?
Dad, wait!
Ha ha ha.
Ah, that surprised me. Now that you've come to trust me, I have a suggestion for you to consider in front of the employees. I won't force it. It's entirely voluntary.
Yes?
Suzuki stood in front of all the employees in the department and...
To everyone who works in this department, reflecting on my behavior over the past 2 years, I truly apologize for the trouble I've caused everyone. I want to sincerely apologize for being a terrible manager. Thanks to Executive Director Mr. Keiichi, we've improved our work approach. We've become a department that values its employees and balances fulfillment with performance. I'm committed to maintaining this standard. I look forward to our continued collaboration.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes.
The morale in the corporate planning department is at an all-time high. The employees are accepting the director's apology and looking forward together. As for Yui and me,
are you guys still not together? I've already given you guys my blessings as Yui's father.
Dad! We're not even dating yet.
then how about we start dating? Yui's pops is cool with us, so it's time to kick off this love adventure. Thanks for watching until the end.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.